subpar record for the Cavaliers, as they've missed the playoffs by a considerable amount. And for that reason, Curry would lose out on the Rookie of the Year trophy to Carmelo Anthony, who would make the playoffs out in Denver. In just year number one, it's clear Curry's got some issues that need working out. Going into year number two, specifically the 2004-05 season, the pressure to succeed would grow even higher. And when eventually he failed to make the playoffs for a second straight year, the media criticism would start pouring in.
All I ever hear is what Steph does, but nobody wants to bring up what he didn't do, where he miserably failed.
So in a blink of an eye, we're already in year three of Steph's journey, kicking off the 2005-06 season. Where in the face of adversity, Steph would respond with his best season by far.
I'm just trying to outwork the next person, and that's the biggest thing. You visualize where you want to be, what you want to accomplish, and it's just about not losing vision and not losing sight of what you're trying to accomplish, no matter what hurdles you have to go through.
And after 3 long seasons, Steph Curry would finally be making his postseason debut. And his first taste of the playoffs would be against the Miami Heat and fellow 2003 draftee Dwayne Wade. In the future, these two will share the court as teammates, but for now, they're fierce competitors that would duel against each other in the backcourt. But at the end of the day, the Cavs would be the 7th seed while the Heat would be in 2nd. Dwayne Wade would have Shaq as his sidekick, while Curry would be the sole all-star in the Cavs. He'd eventually run out of gas to lose the series. Not only would this put Wade over Curry in terms of individual player rankings in the eyes of many, but he would build off of this with a dominant finals a few weeks later against the Spurs. And he would win his first championship the same year as real life versus a different opponent. History is changing, but nevertheless, 2006 was his year. Well, for Curry, 2007 will be a bit more complicated for a multitude of reasons. For one, LeBron James would begin his first of 3 seasons at Davidson College. He won't get to the NBA until 2009. Nonetheless, Steph Curry's greatest rival is on the clock. But the LeBron comparisons don't end there. In the 2007 season, he made it to the finals for the first time, meaning that anything less would look poorly on Curry's part, and his playoffs wouldn't get off to the greatest of starts, as in the first round, the Cavs would have a hard time putting away the Wizards, barely squeaking by, finishing them off in the 7th, and that wouldn't be a good omen for the second round against the Detroit Pistons. This series would also go to 7 games, and in said Game 7, Curry would be a one-man army trying to take down this cohesive 5-man unit the Pistons have to offer. And with 1 minute left in the game, we would have a tie, 99-99. And with a trip to his first Eastern Conference Finals on the line, it's easily the most crucial stretch of Steph Curry's young career. Here we go, Game 7, second round, a trip to the Eastern Conference. Curry, a couple of feet behind the three-point line, he gives Cleveland a 3-point lead. Chauncey Billups fell asleep on defense. Still, a risky shot for Curry worked out for him. Now he has to get a stop. Billups gets the step, goes all the way with a layup, and it's back down to a 1-point deficit for the Pistons. Curry looking to extend the lead, brings up the ball, going to his right. Good defense by Billups. Curry going back to his left, to his right hand. The layup is up, and Billups gets the rebound. 27 seconds left. Here comes the Pistons. Billups had an open lane, kicks it out to Wallace. Over to Prince. Back to Billups. Wallace is going to set a screen. They pass it out to Ben Wallace. It's blocked by Ilgauskas. Picked up by Ben Wallace. Kick out to Hamilton. Hamilton going to his left. Pass out to Tayshaun Prince. He's going to dunk it. Everyone touched it for the Pistons. And they're up by 1 with 4.7 seconds remaining. Who's moving on to the conference finals? Steph Curry looking to get open. He's going to shoot a long 3. No good. And the Detroit Pistons are moving on to the conference finals. This could be equivalent to me of an NBA panic attack, going blind under the pressure. No killer instinct, no rising to the biggest occasions. And he finally got punched right in the mouth, and he ran to the locker room in shame. I have been saying the celebration once again. NBA champions.
Also, NBA Finals MVP is none other than Kobe Bryant.
And Steph's loss to the Pistons in Game 7 would kick off a chain reaction of events that would include championships for Kobe in both 2008 and 2009. And not only did Steph fade into the background for a couple of years, but another rookie
Hello and welcome to NBA 2K. We're here to get a peek at a My Player build, so let's get into it and have some fun. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Here we go, basketball fans. Joined by Brian Bannifer, Sports. This is personal foul. Welcoming you to All Eyes on My Players.
I'll definitely be tracking him, Blake. I'm excited to see where his game is. Each contest is a different environment, and each game presents new challenges. How you deal with those questions says a lot about your future.
Finally, we agree, Brian. But quite frankly, for anyone in the NBA, that is the challenge. Every game is different between styles, players will face. So how can you adjust? If things aren't going perfectly, how do you deal with failure? It's the best league in the world. Nothing comes easy.
And it seems like
My pleasure to award to you the Kia 2011 MVP Trophy.
The 2011 season would be a very smooth transition for Curry going from Cleveland to Miami. And the driving force to his first MVP would be the fact that Miami would finish the year with a 67-15 record, sending Stephen Curry to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time. And even though he'd be up against a very hungry Boston Celtics team, one that's yet to win a title with their current core, the Heat would be sweeping the series to move on to the finals. In just a flash, Curry has gone from routine early exit to now competing on the biggest of stages, facing up against the biggest of stars. Staring him down on the other end would be the Los Angeles Lakers and Kobe Bryant. And as a reminder, he already has 5 championships, making Miami's Big Three the only thing in the way of number 6. He's coming into these finals with a ton of momentum, as in the first round, he was able to take down the 7-seeded Golden State Warriors on his way to the finals. So if he can take down the Heat, it'll mean that he took down both LeBron and Curry. However, it would not be so simple. The first 2 games in Miami would be the Heat taking care of business, winning both games, putting Curry and the Heat halfway to a title. But heading back to Los Angeles, the series would immediately and completely flip. Kobe would protect his own home court inside the series. In a crucial Game 5 back in Miami, we see the Lakers blow out the Heat on their home floor. And with the series now flipped completely on its head, Steph Curry and the Big Three would find themselves down 3-2, heading back to Los Angeles for the most important games of their career. But the Heat would answer the call from the opening tip. All of Curry, wait. To the basket, he's going to pick it off the way. He's waiting for 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Manley. This is nice, and it gets right back out to him. Metta World Peace with the steal. And he's going to go all the way, make the layup, and tie it up at 103 apiece. The Lakers on the brink of another championship. OB6. They have to get a stop here. Fisher fouls Curry on a 3. Puts Miami up by 3. 1:13 remaining. Have to assume Cody's going to get a touch here. Fisher's going to get the screen. Kobe was setting up on the left side. Fisher shoots it, trying to be a hero, and it's rebounded by Haslam. He's going to walk it up the court very slowly. He passes it out to Steph. Steph's going to catch it, fire, rebounded by Bynum. Still plenty of time left for the Lakers. Over to Metta World Peace. He's going to drive it, goes for the reverse. It's blocked by Miller. A wild shot by the Lakers on 2 straight possessions. Kobe doesn't get a touch. 40 seconds left. The handoff to Curry. Has some space. Doesn't take the 30. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Haslam in the screen to Curry's right. From deep. Makes it a 6-point lead. The Lakers call a timeout. 29.2 seconds remaining. Kobe, 25 seconds left. Gonna take the 14-footer. He misses it. He's out of it. And this one is over. And with the highest of stakes and back against the wall, Steph Curry has just had what's easily the best moment of his career. The league MVP was able to prevent a Heat elimination, and we be sending the finals back to Miami for Golden State. And Game 7 was took up. Not only did the championship on the line, but personal stakes were introduced to start. For Kobe, a sixth championship with one real marathon perceived to be the best ever, while Curry can finally start the culture label and justify his little trip during the period. As I said, Game 6, this format did not only come down to the final couple minutes, where Curry had the chance to win the championship in front of his counterpart. Now the final round, 2.5 minutes left. Curry with the pass to Curry over to the Game 6. Over to Will Peace. Now setting up on the left side, they find Kobe again. 8 seconds left. Okay, set Kobe is through. Going to the middle. The mid-range. Down to that. Under 2 minutes left. Hand off over the road. Ready to get the speed to go left. From first back. After the roll. Way to deliver. Pick up that line. And look at the Lakers. Over Will Peace. Down to Dino. Good transition offense, and the Lakers take the lead. Game 7 coming down to the final 90 seconds. 2011 finals, Kobe 6th, Curry's first championship on the line. 1:20 left. Curry going to his left, plenty of space from 3, in and out. Was halfway down. Bynum with a hit ahead, over to Fisher. He's going to go to the baseline, over to World Peace, back over to Kobe. Kobe between the legs, over to Powell. It finds Fisher once again, 10 seconds left. Kobe tries to get open.
Down.
Curry's going to walk it off.
Great half.
Let's go. Danny, hey, you going crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Danny going crazy right now.
This is my
The team vibe is good.
Oh, I see you, Danny.
Let's go, Chris.
No way.
Tremendous.
The snatch block.
But under Congressman John Rose's watch, China
On the floor for the visiting San Antonio Spurs.
and in response to concerns.
At power forward, Jeremy Soho. At the other forward position, Devin Vassell. At shooting guard, Stephen Castle. At center, Victor Wembanyama. At the other guard position, Hank, number 23. The head coach of the visiting team is Greg Popovich. It's time to meet the starting five for your Dallas Mavericks.
Welcome, everyone. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And there's Devin Vassell, and there's Castle, and it's D in a throw. And for the Mavericks, Najee Marshall is out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then there's Derek Lively, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. Stand two of the greatest words in all of sports, opening day.
Absolutely right. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going. Whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up play.
Irving, no good. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. D, the pass to Wembanyama. Now Sohan. Here's D, 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, it's good on the putback.
A terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulder.
And here's Irving. Pass to Lively. Back to Irving. Vassell with the rebound.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Chums, appreciate the report. Here's D after the basket by Dallas. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Well, they started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Thompson passes to Lively. At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Another miss by Irving.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's D. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards. That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks in the mid-range.
Irving, pass to Lively. Here's Marshall. He's guarded by Vassell. Irving goes back up. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, the big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And Dallas calls time here. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone...
Substitution on court.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Pass to D. Shoots. Gets some space and buries the jumper. D's got 10.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
What? It's too late to be back to one. You don't want me to try and make it there? No, just make it over right.
And it's D in at the 1.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
D, the pass to Sohan. And a missed layup.
Come on.
Mavericks trail by 6. Thompson's shot is off. The Spurs have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Sohan. Here's D. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, you can tell Vassell likes sharing the ball. He's not just looking for his shot.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The 3 from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the trade.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
D gets the bucket.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. Trailing by 8, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. To the inside. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
Now, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing the route. That was impressive.
Here's D. And San Antonio hits again for deep.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Washington finds Lively. Thompson outside. Here's Irving. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Irving's got 6 here in the quarter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. He shoots a three. And again.
And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Davis comes in for Washington. Exum's checked in for Marshall. And it's Dinwiddie in for Klay Thompson. And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got two young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
They've got Derek Lively, Kyrie Irving out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Marshall in at the three, small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
And in terms of raw talent, Kyrie Irving is a step up from a lot of other guys. He just has an innate ability to create things out on the floor and make tricky shots.
Can I have breakfast? Okay. It wasn't a question. It wasn't a question.
That free throw good from Irving. Both free throws good from Irving.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's D. He's guarded by Irving. D can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 12. Pass to Irving. From the arc. The shot, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Lively passes to Irving. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's D. He's guarded by Irving. Drops in the three.
23.
D's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Lively finds Davis. Outside Irving. A little mid-range shot is up. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's D. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
3 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this end.
Here's D, and the shot's good. D's got 32 points.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Back to Irving. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Mavericks trail by 19. Timeout on the floor.
Mavericks.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. Quadruple doubles in his future.
A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Marshall. Exum's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Irving. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Wembanyama, pass to Fox. Here's D. Drains the triple. D's got 14 points now in the second half.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Gafford. Barnes against Davis. Dinwiddie outside. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by Dallas.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's D. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Dinwiddie against Fox. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Barnes. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Great game for him. Double-double now.
He is such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Exum. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's D. He's guarded by Exum. There's the triple. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he showed no intention to slow it down.
And so, the San Antonio Spurs cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
You joining us
Statement indeed, BA. It was an enemy territory. They controlled the game, took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off.
Good game last night.
Now we're rolling.